checking out the Andar Dakota, and this thing looks and feels so good with its waxed canvas and leather. This is going to be the perfect everyday carry work bag because not only does it look great, but it's also super durable. In this video, we'll check out the specs, the features, and then pack this thing up for a typical day at the office. If you're loving this bag, be sure to use the link in the description because it's going to give you an extra 15% off your order from Andar. And if you don't know Andar, they are an Arizona-based company making minimalist lifestyle products designed for longevity. Andar, named after the Spanish for to carry, makes everything from phone cases to duffel bags, and their products are all made with high-quality materials like waxed canvas and leather. The popular Dakota Backpack, which was recently just restocked after being sold out for months, comes in at 15 inches by 11 inches by 4 inches with a capacity of right around 13 liters. And this bag is going to be a little on the heavy side, coming in around 2.25 pounds. That's going to be okay with me because this bag is primarily going to be used for work or everyday carry and not so much for travel, so you don't need to worry about the weight as much. The bag is made with some very high quality oil waxed canvas as well as full grain leather. The Dakota Backpack comes in at $149 US. So let's check out some of the features of this lifestyle work backpack. And this thing definitely has more of a simplistic design because it only has 3 pockets. First, there's a medium-sized leather one in the front. It's pretty thin, but it's going to be about half of the size of the bag. There's a larger main compartment with a laptop sleeve, but be aware though, the laptop sleeve does not have a false bottom, so be very careful when you're placing your bag down. And then there is going to be a smaller back pocket for more important items that you want to keep against your body while carrying it, like your wallet or your phone. The bag features 2 leather handles on the top, and then leather accented shoulder straps on the back. And these shoulder straps are going to be unstructured, so they only feature 2 layers of canvas and no real inside padding. However, the bag is still pretty comfortable to carry since it is a smaller capacity bag. The back panel, though, also doesn't feature any extra padding, so there is something to be desired here. Lastly, I just want to talk about the materials, which are just so nice. Another thing I love about the waxed canvas and leather are the little scratches you will inevitably get on the bag. And to me, this brings personality to the backpack, and it really makes it uniquely yours. So now, let's pack this thing up for a typical day at the office to see what we can fit inside. And remember, everyone will pack this thing up differently, so be sure to envision what you would bring along as you watch. And let's start by packing the main compartment. And the first thing I'm going to bring is my 13-inch Apple MacBook Pro. And this fits really well in this back pocket, but honestly, there is a little room left over, so I do think you could fit a larger, say 15-inch computer in here if you do have a bigger laptop. Next up is my bento box for lunch, and my typical lunch consists of leftovers from the night before, usually some kind of protein along with a veggie. And this specific bento box from Rusby is just really great. It's super secure, and I highly recommend it. Next up is my water bottle from Swell, and the reason I like to bring this one to work is that I can take my coffee in it in the morning and it'll stay warm. Then once I'm done with my coffee, I just wash it out and I can drink water in it throughout the rest of the day. Also, really like the design of this one too. Now we have my tech pouch from Alpaca, and I normally use backpacks with a little more internal organization, but since this one is more simplistic, a tech pouch is really going to come in handy here. And inside we have the Logitech Pebble mouse, and I've been using this model for years. I love how slim it is. Next is a dongle from Aukey, which is essential if you use a Mac. I also have my computer charger and cable, as well as an external hard drive from Seagate. And I really like these slim hard drives because they're super reliable, they hold a ton, and they're really slim. Lastly, in this main pocket, I'm going to put my Sony WHCH520 Bluetooth over-ear headphones. And these are budget-friendly $60 headphones, and they sound surprisingly good, especially for that price. They're also super easy to connect via Bluetooth. I've never had any problems with dropouts. And they're really comfortable to wear, which is honestly really important when you're looking at over-ear headphones. Now, moving to the front pocket, let's start with a book of short stories by Simon Rich called New Teeth. And Simon Rich is one of my favorite writers. His stuff is clever, it's original, it's really funny. You can find a lot of his writings in The New Yorker, and he's worked in the past as a writer for SNL, Pixar, The Simpsons. But this book is really great, especially if you're a new parent like me. Next up is my Hobonichi Techo planner, which is currently my everyday carry obsession. And I just actually made a full video on this and how I've been using it, so be sure to check that out in the upper right-hand corner. Also, I'm just gonna add in this pen in the front pocket too. So let's move to the back pocket, and in here I'm going to put my wallet from Comme des Garçons. And my wife got me this little card-sized wallet almost 7 years ago, but it's still holding up. I love the quality of this thing, and it's pretty hard to find a wallet that I like more. Finally, we're gonna throw in my breakfast, which is this protein oatmeal from 1 Degree Organic Foods. And I've been trying out a bunch of different oatmeals recently because they are just so convenient to throw in your bag to eat when you get to the office, especially when you're running late in the morning. And this banana brown sugar flavor I have here is just next level. It is my favorite thing right now. So, quick pros and cons list before we wrap up this video. For the pros, this bag has a beautiful design and really nice materials. However, there are going to be a few cons for this backpack as well, including no real padding in the shoulder straps or the back panel. And then there's also that kind of a lack of organization within the bag. I'd like to see just a couple more internal pockets in here with a little bit better internal organization. So that's gonna do it. What do you think of this lifestyle work backpack from Andar? Would you use the Dakota? Be sure to let me know in the comments below. As always, thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Also, here's what I've been listening to this week.